The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game. That they were confident in what they were doing, came right out, and established themselves early.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. First down, Rodgers. And his first look is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Henry Anderson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down.
319.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's letting it fly into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. That's caught by Treadwell. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On first down, Bortles going with a screen for Murray. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right near midfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Dwayne Allen in motion. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. 20, Latavius Murray, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Latavius Murray, 50 yards, and the Broncos will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Rodgers now to throw. Hard throw. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down after the fumble on 2nd down. Bortles now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Now it's Rodgers. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Rodgers now on first down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Henry Anderson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Throwing on third and long. Rodgers. He finds his target, Fuller. Touchdown, Titans. Will Fuller, 38 yards. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Murray. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Well, now they'll try the end around. And an alley to run. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down. And even 50 yards on the ground. On 1st down, Murray. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 3rd down, Murray. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And he is knocked down from the side, right near the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Cooks. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Rodgers not pleased with the setup. He's going to take a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Coleman on the toss, and he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They will run again with Coleman. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Throwing is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 1/3 of the field where he threw that one. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. That was second down run for Murray. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Tyus Bowser getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Broncos send out their punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll run it here with Smith. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Room here to run. Touchdown, Titans. Kevin Coleman, 38 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Halfback sent in motion. Oh, nice move. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now this time Bortles will throw. Completes it to Lee. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They turn to Kuhn on 3rd and short. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They go with Murray again. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Murray, strong running, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Murray running right. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Got to have this one. He gets it to Cooks. Give him 22 on that one. And it'll give the Titans a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He's back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive. And here now it's 2nd and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, or you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of a season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.